Do you store your passwords in Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge browsers? Well, stay tuned to see how easily I steal those passwords from both browsers at the same time in less than a minute. Hi, Brian with Allstate Computers here. My team and I provide IT support and cybersecurity services to businesses all day, every day. And one of the concerns that we constantly run into is people storing their passwords in their browsers. Now, I know it's convenient and easy to just let your browser save your passwords, and I know that you have so many passwords to so many websites that it's impossible to remember them all. But I wanted to put together a quick video to show how easily a hacker can steal the passwords you have stored in your browsers. So let's get started. Let's pretend I'm a fictitious person by the name of Timothy Kirkman, the principal attorney of fictitious company Kirkman Law Group. Any likeness to real persons or entities is purely coincidental. Please do not sue me. We log into Mr. Kirkman's computer. Let's first take a quick look at the passwords that are stored in the browser. So I'm opening up Google Chrome. I'm going to go to Settings. And then we'll go to Autofill and Passwords, and then Google Password Manager. Now, Google does encrypt the passwords on the computer, and it uses your Windows user to encrypt them. So once you put in your password, you can actually see what your passwords are. We're going to check his email. Hey, look, we've got something from IT support. Action required, critical security update. Mr. Kirkman, we've been alerted by our security team that there is a security vulnerability that all of our computers on the network are susceptible. The security team wrote a script to remediate the vulnerability. Please run the attached file on your work computer at your earliest convenience. Let's download this, extract it, and run it. See what it does. Well, it came from IT, so I guess I should still run it. Computer must be fixed. So in preparation for this video, I had my lead engineer throw together a PowerShell script, which is what you just saw run. And the purpose of that PowerShell script is to extract, decrypt, and exfiltrate all of the passwords from Google Chrome and Microsoft Edge, and it sends them to another server. Now, this is a server that we built and we maintain internally. It does not have access from the outside world. And here is a list of all of Mr. Kirkman's passwords. Now, obviously these are all fictitious. They're real websites, but none of these passwords are actually a person's passwords. So another thing that we run into on a pretty regular basis is poor password hygiene. And as you can see, Mr. Kirkman loves his cat, Mr. Whiskers, and he loves his 28-foot contender boat. And he uses those passwords over and over again. And we have some pretty important websites here. American Express, Bank of America. He's got a Chase account, Salesforce.com, where all of his company data is. Login.microsoftonline.com, that's his Microsoft 365. So that's all of his email. That's all of his company's Teams and OneDrive data, SharePoint data, everything in there. And then it repeats again because he's got the same information in Edge. So as you see in the fifth column in, you'll see that half the passwords are Chrome and half the passwords are Edge. And then you've got his username, his password, and then the actual websites. I wanted to circle back to this point for a minute. I wonder how many people noticed the telltale sign that this is a phishing email. Look at the domain name for the IT support address. It's not KirkmanLawGroup.com, it's KirkmanLawnGroup.com. Almost the same domain, but with an extra letter. This is something that a lot of people would miss, especially if they're busy trying to be productive and not carefully reading the email. Now, there are several controls that can be put in place to keep this from getting this far, such as a banner at the top of the message that states this email came from outside of your organization. There are plenty of anti-phishing solutions that might have caught this because I just purchased the domain today. They would see that the domain has zero reputation and flag the email as potential spam or phishing right there. End-user cyber awareness training would also keep cybersecurity top of mind for Mr. Kirkman. This is just one example of how an attacker could get this script or one just like it to a user. They could use any number of methods to run this attack. There are better and much more stealthy ways of carrying it out. This was just a quick and dirty script we threw together for demonstration purposes. The point of making this video is to show how few hoops we need to jump through to not only gain access to the passwords that are in fact encrypted on this computer, but also exfiltrate them to a remote database on another server. We recommend using a reputable password manager to store your passwords. Keeper Security is our current favorite, but do your research and use whichever one fits your needs best. The password manager not only makes it more difficult for attackers to get your passwords, but it helps enforce good password hygiene. You'll be comfortable using 20-character completely random passwords for each website you visit, so it'll be virtually impossible for someone to guess your passwords. In addition to a password manager, make sure you're enabling two-factor authentication everywhere that supports it. If your company needs IT support or help with your IT security, please feel free to reach out to us. You can reach us at 855-IT-GURUS or visit our website at allstatecomputers.com. Thanks for watching.